Okay guys, I know it's not a postman's hat, but the hat that makes me think of Postman Pat has been taken off because of that way you guys see the logo. Another form of projection. I mean, people can make their judgments, but I was always going after women my age. Now, Media is much more mature for her age, which is a lot of the time that is the case for people with autism and ADHD, because people think we're immature because there's a certain way that you're supposed to be when you're an adult, and we just can't be it. We literally cannot be it. And for me, going around calling it a disability does not give me does not put my front foot forward for myself. You know, I say it this way. We have all these strengths and all these abilities, but the world does not evolve around them. It evolves around our weaknesses. So that way it is a disability, but in the other way it's like I said before, whatever analogy you want to use. It's like you were a professional, you had the same, like you're a New Zealand representative and everything in cricket, you were playing cricket for New Zealand, and then you get to an adult and there's zero money, zero fame, zero appreciation, zero status, and zero success with women.
In 3 kilometers, take the Murphy Street exit toward Thorndon.
And all of it belongs to rugby. Now, you might be an adult and you might start adapting to play rugby or whatever. This is just an example, because people will never neurotypicals will never understand this. So again, I'm talking to people who have autism or ADHD or an mixture of two, because it's just the descriptions of who we are. So go see the channel Faye. She's got a book called Intermagicals. Go look at that, because I used to think, no, like there is differences and it's good about individuality and stuff, but then I could see how other people are like hardcore, like, no way, this is who I am, you know, and they kind of if they haven't healed that aspect of the trauma of being autistic or ADHD in this world, they can actually carry that mentality to others. But I never did that, and I'm proud of that myself. And we got a lot more in common, and we have a similar story. Like, we have a similar story of how we've been treated. We have a similar story of our goals and aims in life. All these differences in regards to, like, okay, what career do you want to have? Okay, like, what type of woman do you find the most attractive? But, you know, like, we have these goals and obstacles to overcome that are always the same, because you're different. So that's it. So it doesn't matter if you're schizophrenia, ADHD, autistic.
In 400 meters, at the roundabout, continue straight to stay on Altia Key.
Or whatever it is. Because there's some real other ones, like, because I used to be like, oh my God, like, you know. So I'll have to see what happens, because I've done a lot of healing and stuff, so I got a lot more. Well, here's the thing. I've always been stable around those who accepted me, and I've always taken out my frustrations on those who continuously dumped their garbage onto me. But I'd have a lot of emotional turmoil and all this type of stuff, and then when it did happen once every couple of months, it was like rage, you know what I mean? But now I just do it straight away, so it doesn't build up to that. So there's the autism, there's the ADHD, there's the schizophrenia, and they say that people who are unhealed, like, because I'm just sick and tired of neurodiverse people, like those types of groups being the punching bag. So what we have in common with all these people is a shared experience of how the world has treated us. But what we have different is our traits. So, but then we have to overcome pretty much the same obstacles when it comes to trying to get our needs met in regards to employment.
In 300 meters, turn right onto Bunny Street, Great Harbour Way, Te Aranui o Poneke.
Nice pronunciation. Te Aranui o Poneke. You have arrived.
Turn right onto Bunny Street, Great Harbour Way, Te Aranui o Poneke, then turn right.
Te Aranui o Poneke. I start work at 5 o'clock and it's 4:36. So yeah, and there's these other ones, and they say that like people who have just gone through it, and have, and I can understand this now, because I used to think that, to be careful, people with BPD were ones who would go around and backstab people and spread rumours and threaten to beat people up and all this type of thing. So I don't know. But they say like emotional regulation. Well, when I used to flip out at those who used to continuously get in my face every single day, rub it, and I'm trying to be the bigger man and be the bigger person and turn the other cheek and, you know. Anyways, I don't do that now. So, projection. Anyway, they try and say things to me now, and I just stand up to them straight away, and then they get aggressive, and then I'm just like, fuck no, you know what I mean? Like, no one's going to talk to me like that, and then but it's not like rage, it's just like that, but a bit more firmer and aggressive, and then it's done. Or they try and do some silly things or socially ostracize me, but you know, I don't get to the point where how I used to once every 3 months or so. Once every 2 or 3 months, you know. So my point is let's talk about projection. These girls, because Mary is a lot more mature than most people. Because, like, to be honest, like, what's happened with me and what's happened with her, like, some stuff she's told me, I'm going to keep it to myself. If it happened to your average person, like to a neurotypical who hasn't been through that, they wouldn't be able to handle it, okay? They wouldn't be able to handle it. I mean, I get judged all day, every day, and I can sense it, but sometimes I don't. Like, I had she's 22, but we got all these things in common, okay? I had these other Polynesian girls around her age, like, acting or, like, you know, cautious around me, like, because I think they're projecting onto me that I'm going to try and hit on them, like they're projecting themselves and what's normal, the mindset of neurotypicals onto me. And a lot of these channels actually do the same thing. So all the channels I watch consistently have got to do with people who have the diagnosis or have all the traits, you know. So intermatricals. But then there's those girls just passing judgment on me. I wouldn't hit on them. One, because I've already got a woman. And two, I'm her man. Yeah. See you.